beautiful. So it's Thursday night. It's about 7:30, and about 50 miles east of here on the Pines, a new Share Week is starting. Folks are settling into their houses. Maybe they just got back from tea. But whatever they're doing, I can assure you they are not going to have nearly as good a night as you are about to have watching the world premiere of Fire Island as opening night of NewFest Pride. My name is David Hatkoff. My pronouns are he, him, and I'm the executive director of NewFest, and I am thrilled to welcome you to the beginning of 5 days celebrating the best of new LGBTQ plus film and television series. We're gonna have social panels and conversations and parties. It's gonna be a really special, joyful 5 days. And I think we could all use a little bit of queer joy right now because let's face it, the world is a shit show. We have mass shootings. We have a pandemic that doesn't seem to want to go away. We have institutional racism, which definitely doesn't seem to want to go away. We have attacks on reproductive rights and war in Ukraine. And our community, the LGBTQ plus community, is under attack via legislation in Florida and Texas and elsewhere. And I just want to take a moment to say a couple things about that. The first is, and I know I'm preaching to the choir here, but we must protect trans kids at all costs. It has to be said, and it has to be said, and it shouldn't have to be said, but let's keep saying it. The other thing is this don't say gay bullshit. And this one hits close to home for NewFest because for 34 years as New York's leading LGBTQ plus film and media organization, we believe that visibility and authentic representation can change lives and they can actually even save lives. And so we say gay and have every day and will every day. We say it loud, we say it in every film that we share, we say it in every communication we have with the public, and at every social event we throw, and we will continue to do that for at least the next 34 years. And for the next 5 days, we're gonna say gay a lot. We're gonna scream it from the rooftops, and we're also gonna say lesbian, and transgender, and non-binary, and two-spirit, and bisexual. And we encourage you to raise your voices and make sure that the world knows that we are here, we are queer, and we are not going anywhere. So let's get back to the queer joy for a moment. As I said, 5 days of really exciting events. Please visit our website to see the full schedule. I would like to give a very hearty thank you to our presenting sponsor, Chevrolet. Chevrolet, yes, please, give it up for Chevrolet. They really show up 365 days a year, not just during Pride Month when it's convenient. They are incredible partners and advocates for the LGBTQ plus community, and they also make great cars. Speaking of folks who make good product, I'd also like to thank our sponsor, Kettle One Family Made Vodka. You will be able to enjoy their drinks at the after party at Somewhere Nowhere around the corner following the film, so I hope you're thirsty. I'd also like to thank SVA Theater, our partner in this event, and for such a beautiful venue. Also, deep thank you to the NewFest board, beautifully led by Bill Berman and Sandy Markman. They are tireless advocates for the work that we do. Yes. And the NewFest staff, they inspire me every day with their commitment and their passion. Nick and Kim and Kaio and Arietta and Anna and Jason, thank you for all of the blood, sweat, and tears you put into the work that we do. And thank you to Monisha and Carrie for helping bring this event beautifully to life. Can we get a round of applause for the NewFest staff? Please save the date for October 14 to 25. That will be our 34th annual New York LGBTQ plus Film Festival. 12 days, 150 films, incredible queer stories, parties. It is the can't miss queer event of the fall. So we hope to see you there. Please also consider becoming a member of NewFest or making a contribution to help us fulfill our mission of providing a platform for queer stories and queer storytellers. Finally, thank you to Searchlight and Hulu. It has been really exciting the last few weeks to watch Searchlight and Hulu full-throatedly support this film made by queer filmmakers to get the word out, to make sure that people know that this is truly a queer instant classic. So thank you to Searchlight and Hulu for being such great partners on this event and for planning such a great party, which we will all enjoy in a couple hours. Let's get one step closer to that party. To introduce the film, please join me in welcoming NewFest Director of Programming, Nick McCarthy.
Hey y'all, and happy Pride 365 days of the year, everyone. Yeah. As David mentioned, my name is Nick McCarthy, and I'm the Director of Programming here at NewFest, and it's a pleasure and honor to share space in this celebration of the world premiere of Fire Island with all of you. Expertly cast and featuring a savvy script from writer and star Joel Kim Booster, Fire Island is a crazy, sexy, cool romantic comedy that queers the conventions of the genre. At once specific and universal, Fire Island cleverly confronts the toxicity of class and social structures while infusing the narrative with queer love, chosen family, and moving joy with unapologetic authenticity. And that's some gay magic right there. What you're about to see possesses the power to herald in a new set of studio-produced stories, not just about LGBTQ plus folks, but by LGBTQ plus folks. Fire Island is an affirming revolution fueled by smart laughs and sealed with multiple kisses. And best of all, it's fucking fun as hell. We'd like to thank the wonderful folks at Searchlight and Hulu again for trusting the brilliant creators and the cast behind the film. When director Andrew On's second short film, Dole, First Birthday, screened at NewFest in 2012, it was part of Shorts Program 1, and his commitment for nuanced storytelling was clear and queer. And now he's an Independent Spirit Award winner and a Hollywood hotshot, and we couldn't be prouder of him. So please put your hands and your butts together for the director of Fire Island, Andrew On.
We come to this place for magic. We come to NewFest to laugh, to cry. Sorry, I thought this audience would appreciate that joke. Thank you so much to NewFest for hosting the premiere of Fire Island. This is so special. NewFest, as Nick mentioned, screened my short film in 2012, and I remember coming to New York from Los Angeles and just like feeling so important and cool, and I think it's so wonderful that NewFest supports young filmmakers of color, so that they can make their Fire Island hopefully in a few years. It's really cool for me to be here in New York. I want to thank my New York friends and family who are here. It's really great to have you celebrate this film with us. And it's also just really cool that we're getting to premiere here in New York City because we made this film in New York City, and I'm just so happy that our cast and crew can be here to join us. You know, this film celebrates chosen family, and I think in the making of this film and understanding the significance of it, we became a chosen family, and so I'm just really excited for this premiere. I want to say a special thanks to my boyfriend, Sean. Our love may not be a rom-com, but it's the favorite story of my life. It's so cheesy. I want to call out some cast and crew in attendance. If you can stand, we'd love to applaud you all. David Tabbert, Brittany Hartman, Carolyn Baribeau-Lucas, Felipe Vara-Duray, Brian Cates, Jay Wadley, Jordan Ross, Jillian Vogel, Johnny Holland, Matthew Buckley, Jean Park, Grace John, Rashida Bolden, Emily Pober Higgins, Bradley Gibson, Marsha Belsky. We really couldn't have done this without you. And if I've forgotten anyone, I'm so sorry. Please stand. And now I want to bring up some really lovely folks for you all to applaud up here. It's gonna be like a fashion show, guys. It's cool. Our producers, John Hodges, Brooke Posh, and Tony Hernandez. We've got our cast, Mikey Grisefa, Peppermint, Zane Phillips, Nick Adams, Torian Miller, Tomas Matos, Matt Rogers, James Scully, Conrad Ricamora, Bowen Lane, and the man of the hour, who we would not be here without, Joel King Booster.
Thank you guys so much for being here. This movie started as a threat. I said to Bowen, wouldn't it be funny if I made a gay Pride and Prejudice set on Fire Island, which is the dumbest sentence anyone has ever said. And yet, he and the rest of my chosen family really, despite what I could see in their eyes was a bad idea, supported me throughout. So I would like to thank all of them standing on the stage. I would like to thank all of them sitting in the audience. Shout out to both of my gay group threads, the Twink Cores and Cuoca Nuts. This movie is about falling in love on vacation. And when I started writing it, it was as much of a pipe dream to me as the movie itself was. And about a year ago, I was on vacation and I met my own vacation boyfriend. And it changed the way I rewrote this movie, and I could not have written it without the love that I feel for you, John Michael. So thank you so much. I promise I'm not crying to copy Andrew. But thank you, I love you, babe. Thank you.